by just explaining this is the coding foreclosure summary, and I would like to go through the specifics of what the challenges are that I'm having with Wells Fargo and being able to get a solution to this that is not me being another homeless veteran. My name is Alex Appleby. I'd like to go through today key factors that are in this whole argument that I have. Second is the sources of income, which is the number one factor in the argument. Filing an appeal timeline of kind of what has taken place, and a sale postponement timeline that has happened, as well as the mutual agreement request that I'd like to propose we come to in avoid any type of litigation or anything like that. Key factors. I was passed along to several different points of contact during the process. I had at least 4 or 5 different loss mitigation specialists that were assigned to my case, and so I was not offered deferment when I reported that I was unemployed, nor was I offered any type of modification or repayment options for that matter. My income was not being calculated correctly at any point. Did my income all be accepted? If it would have been accepted initially when I had W-2 income of the least amount, it still would have been enough to qualify, but that for whatever reason wasn't being approved. So there were violations of the Homeowners Bill of Rights and the Inheritees Bill of Rights. I was in communication the day before and the day of the sale requesting a postponement of the sale, and was given voicemails and other not responses. So we was forced to auction for $223,000 when appraised at $306,000 just this last December, and it's estimated at $360,000 after renovated. So that's damages ranging from $83,000 to $137,000 plus the $43,000 excess funds. So it's $180,000. I would like to go through my income and what the number one factor was on being denied income. The highest income that you would approve me at was $2,500. Yet my VA disability is $2,284 alone. I had $170 with my 1099 income, $2,050 in rental income. That's my current gross monthly income that I'm claiming now, $4,504 as of the last loss mitigation packet that was submitted. Additional income that had been into play last year is from January to August. I made $1,320 in IHSS W-2 income that had stopped when Carol went into a home for dementia, at which time I filed for unemployment and got $986 a month for unemployment. At the same time, I tried to do an Airbnb rental situation to get income for the loan to have something to verify, and I made $1,274 a month on average from September and December start to go on that one. And we ended up transitioning to the current long-term rental platform with a lease because that's what you requested as far as I understood, and that then I did it, and then you it wasn't good enough and you sold the house anyway. So let's see. So here's a timeline of what happened with the house and everything. So March 1st, 2014, Tim dies. That's the owner of the property. Dies, leaving his sister as a tenant. She was paying the mortgage as is until she got cancer in 2017. So my stepmom had her 4th major stroke, leaving her paralyzed and homebound. I moved in to help with her care, moved in with her somewhere else. Tim's sister, my auntie, begins cancer treatment around that same time. Then in September or August, the last payment was made to you in 2017, to Wells Fargo. The tenant died suddenly. after being cured of cancer. Alex was in touch with Wells Fargo in November. As soon as I got the notice of default in October, I got a hold of him before moving in to occupy the property with mom on hospice. So me and mom and her other son, stepbrother, move in to move here to take care of mom on hospice in the house. Okay. And he dies 9/16/17, which was the tenant of the house, right? So we moved in after that. 12/1, I was on the deed, so utilities, mortgage were both a few months late. So 12/15, I moved in with stepmom and brother's family moving in a month later. So they moved in January. I submitted the first loss mitigation packet with Ashley Caldwell in December, on the 15th precisely. And Ashley Caldwell was my first loss mitigation specialist. So now March 2018, Wells Fargo would not recognize me as a successor to the property until probate was completed. So March 2018, that was done. The deed was completed. I was able to get that done. So then between March and July, I'm not really sure why that wasn't approved. They just kept requesting more information. And so eventually on the 4th of July, and maybe it was actually a few days before that, my brother ended up going to jail, who was a tenant here at the time, and mom got institutionalized shortly after that for dementia. So I lost the income from IHSS and the income from rent because those things were gone in that period of time, in that month or so. And then loss mitigation packet was rejected, and right around maybe that, I don't know if I think the loss mitigation packet was rejected before all that happened, but just in time to disqualify me from the hardest hit funds qualification dates when I reapply. And now 10/3 to 3/6. So the first trustee sale date was on 10/3, and I had submitted appeals. I appealed the loan modification denial and had the sale postponed 6 times from 10/3 to 3/6. I think maybe it was 5 times, and then the last one was the 6th time. And so I thought I must have needed to bring in help. I'm a financial planner as a professional, and I think I can handle this stuff, but holy cow, so maybe I can't. So I bring in the National Association, I'm sorry, Nonprofit Alliance of Consumer Advocates, which is not the HUD-recognized National Association of Consumer Advocates that they seem to be mirroring, but apparently they weren't trying to help. They wanted me to foreclose, so they didn't do anything. It's their get-up, their gimmick, I guess, so they could claim 40% of the excess funds in the foreclosure sale, so I had not signed that paperwork. They're not getting the excess funds, which is good. I figured that out too late though. So they definitely, I need to file a complaint with the FTC or somebody against them, and I would like to hope that maybe you guys can take that into consideration. It's not any ruling or anything there, I don't think, but there is that extra factor in play, that I was trying to get help because I had already postponed the sale 5 times and wasn't getting anywhere. I just happened to get the wrong help. So, with that said, several attempts were made to contact Wells Fargo to postpone the sale based on the new information for modification, and I had a signed listing agreement listing the property for sale, which was authorized to be sold, in my loss mitigation paperwork. So I was trying to do that. I also had a contract for sale, which was less than I wanted to sell it for. It was being forced upon me, right? The sale didn't take place, so the auction happened. So here's what I'm asking. I would like to rescind, set aside, and unwind or indemnify me, or unwind the sale, or indemnify me with $180,000 from damages. As a disabled Iraq War veteran, I was told there's all kinds of programs, and I've searched high and mighty and wide and everywhere for these programs, and I've yet to find them. And so I've even talked to the head of the director of the Veterans Homelessness Prevention Program, and they just didn't have help. So after jumping through hoops as a seasoned financial planner, my house was sold well below the fair market value. And this camera explained that the property was appraised at $306,000 in December, and it's estimated to be valued at $360,000 after being remodeled. Requesting the loan be rescinded, set aside, and or unwound. Whatever the legal term, I'm asking the errors be corrected so I can either refinance with the Calvat home loan or sell it for a fair market value. Alternatively, I want an estimated value after renovations. I was in the process of renovating at the time of sale. Based on the estimate from auction.com at $360,000, I'd estimate the damages at $180,000 after the mortgage obligations are satisfied, which the mortgage was not my mortgage to begin with. Have talked to the buyer, third-party buyer, and they said they're fine with getting their money back. So if we could just give them their money back, good to go. Thanks, guys.
I would like to show you in writing as of January 18th, 2019, they said, important information if you move forward with these options. Remember that you are not an obligor. The loan is not in your name, and you are not required to repay the loan. You don't have to assume the loan, make payments, or receive notices. So they told me not to make payments. And this is the second time I got this notice. This was January 18th, 2019. I actually got this notice also in 2018 in January. I don't know why they sent it again in 2019, but just as a repeat, I guess, to let me know I don't have to pay the payments before they steal the house. So anyway, I'm working on it, but I definitely have in writing them telling me not to pay the payment. And there it is.
These places we've been, we might never be again, so let's not forget, not forget, not forget. The faces we've seen, we might never see again, so let's not forget, not forget, not forget. Window panes and picture frames are things we use to help us see the way things change. We write on our hearts so we don't forget to remember these moments we shared in the end. This place has we've been, we might never be again, so let's not forget, not forget, not forget. The faces we've seen, we might never see again, so let's not forget, not forget, not forget. Our bones will ache, our hearts will break. It will remind us how things never stay the same. But we sing our song so we don't forget, but remember the scars on our hearts, how they mend. This place as we've been, we might never be again, so let's not forget, not forget, not forget. The faces we've seen, we might never see again, so let's not forget, not forget, not forget. These memories once These places we've been, we might never be again, so let's let's not forget, not forget, not forget the faces we've seen we might never see again. So let's not forget, not forget,